Has anyone ever told you about a funny video and then insisted you watch it right then and there? It's one of my least favorite things. I'm usually in the middle of something, so I don't feel like stopping what I'm doing to watch this video. I'm worried that I'm not going to think the video is as funny as they do. And of course, they're going to sit there and watch you watch the video to see if you laugh at the same parts that they laughed at. It's just a terrible experience all around. But that's kind of what it's like when you tweet or post on social media, "Hey, I have a new podcast episode out. Go listen to it." Those people are scrolling a different social media site. They may not be watching videos or listening to audio. They might just be aimlessly scrolling. And now you're asking them to stop what they're doing to go watch something that could be 20, 30, or 60 minutes long. That's not the best way to leverage social media. But there is a way, and that is with short form video. Welcome to Podcast Workflows, where you get daily tips to improve your process, grow your show, and maybe even make some money. Each week, I also do a daily dive into the process of the world's most successful podcasters and reveal their tools, processes, and systems to help you simplify the production of your own show and reclaim hours in your day. You can improve your own podcast production process by seeing how the pros do it. I'm your host, Joe Casabona, and today we're going to talk about how we can leverage short form video to grow our podcast. Now, one of the great ways that you could potentially use to grow your podcast audience is to leverage the audience that you have on other platforms. I've talked to people like Yongsoo Chung, who has leveraged Twitter to grow his newsletter, which he then in turn used to grow his podcast. But it's not that simple because, just like I mentioned in the open, people on social media are already doing something. Still, short form video can be an effective medium here because many of the platforms that we are using for social media today, TikTok, Instagram, Reels, YouTube Shorts, and even Twitter, prioritize discovery for their followers. So here's what I've been doing and something I believe you can try to do as well. One is record a short form video that is a vertical video up to 60 seconds long, talking about one thing from a recent podcast interview or episode. When I do this, I try to do it right after I record the episode so that it's fresh in my mind. The other thing that you can do is plan ahead a little bit, and while you're recording, make sure to create clippable moments where you're staring at the camera and making your point, or letting your guest know that you'd like to use this point or some of their points in short form video. I have a video editor who's chopping up my interviews and turning them into short form video clips on these social platforms. After you do that, upload that video to TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts, and include a call to action in the comments and a link to subscribe to your podcast or newsletter so that they don't miss an episode. This is particularly great because on TikTok, you can now associate a podcast episode with a clip, which means that if the user is interested in the video, they can press a button to go listen to the full episode in TikTok, keeping the user on the platform. The key here is that you're not necessarily telling them to listen to the episode, though. You're encouraging them to subscribe or check out the podcast at their convenience, because again, they're already doing something. You are meeting them where they are at. Now, this could add 5 to 10 minutes per episode. Done right, you can funnel people to your show or newsletter and create new fans that way. If you liked this episode and want more content like it, as well as bonus episodes, a newsletter, my automations database, and monthly workshops, you can become a member of the Podcast Foundry over at podcastworkflows.com/join. Or you can connect with me on just about any social network: X, Threads, Instagram, LinkedIn, even TikTok. I am Jay Casabona on all of those networks. Thanks so much for listening, and until next time, I can't wait to see what you make.